Hey everybody, waiting on a few people to sign on. Now for those of you who are watching this video eventually on my YouTube channel, Mish G TV, a little note early is that this video is shot right now on Facebook Live. So you will see me and hear me responding to people who join us on Facebook Live, but you will not see those names on the screen down here below when you're watching this on the YouTube channel. So Mish G is not crazy. It's just that, you know, I multi-purpose my videos. I see Sean, I see Reginald, I see, hey Johnny Childs, how are you? A lot of people chiming in because this one's going to be kind of serious. I usually am cussing my face off. I'm usually in the middle of a rant, and this shit is kind of serious today. So yeah, I'm going to cuss a little bit, but this one's kind of for real, for real. This is not only for the public, but this is for my colleagues also who are out there helping buyers and sellers wondering, wait a minute, when this shut-off axe swings our direction, am I getting cut off at the neck here? Am I getting my head chopped off? So here's what's up. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Melvin. Hi, everybody who's joining in. This information, let me just do the disclaimer thing because we live in a litigious society. What that means is people like litigation. Translation, people like to sue. And right here, a state's heavily insured, but I don't like to get sued. So let me say this up front. You do what you need to do with your realtor. You need to do what you need to do with your lender. You consult your husband, your wife, your significant other, whatever, whoever you're buying the home with. You talk to your title company. You do what you have to do. The point of this video is not to incite anybody to stop selling, to stop buying, to cut a transaction off in the middle. That's not what this is about. This is not to incite panic or fear. That's not what this is about. This is straight up information. And let me just say, hey, Cynthia. Hey, Calvin. Hi, everybody. This information is changing daily. It is fluid. What is good right now ain't gonna be good tomorrow. I promise you that. I want to thank my friends at a few places. Cornerstone Lending assisted with some of this information. I also got a lot of good assistance from Loan Depot and great assistance from Nations Lending. So if you all want to talk to the people who are helping me to get this information out there, let me know so I can point you to my friends. I'm leaving their names off of this because they're sharing information that's coming to them, but I got to get it to y'all. So let me just tell you what's up. The bottom line is, if you're furloughed or if you are in the middle of not getting paid but you are working, for example, for TSA, you can still move forward in selling your house, or you can still move forward in buying a home, but some shit has changed. Let's go to the end. Let's get to the end of the process. At the very end of a home purchase process, there's like a verbal verification, a VVOE, of employment, verbal verification of employment that has to happen. Basically, bottom line, real simple shit. I gotta call, see if you got a job. Because some of you will get out there, get a house, get 2 seconds from closing, and quit because you got a new job. No, we bought the house based on the job you got. So number one, on GP, just don't do that shit. But number two, if you are one of these employees who is furloughed and your whole department is shut down, how the hell are you supposed to get a VVOE, a verbal verification of employment? Ain't nobody answering the phones, pimp. It ain't that hard. If no one's answering the phones, how do we prove that you're employed? This is a problem. But the newest update that literally came in this morning says that there are some methods in place for bypassing the inability to get a VVOE. So what lenders are being told is still try to get one. Do your best and document everything that you're doing to try to get the verbal verification of employment. However, some lenders are being told, and I'm reading my trusty dusty paper here, some lenders are being told that if you can't get it, one, show us the steps that you took to get it. So that's the documentation. Write it all down. Whoever you are, Mr. or Ms. Lender, write it down. And then number two, that requirement might be waived with the written statement explaining the steps that you took and that the requirement for the verbal verification couldn't be met as a result, a direct result of the shutdown. So they're kind of trying to work with you on that. Other things that have to happen close to the end is a 4506T. That's your tax paperwork. They need to know who you are, you paying your taxes, blah, 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 verifying all kinds of shit. Income, yada, yada. Well, if parts of the IRS are shut down and you can't get one, where does that leave you? Some lenders are being told, go ahead and waive that need. But you all need to ask your lenders up front, what are you doing if you can't get one? It's a 4506T. And again, that's your tax paperwork. The other thing, too, is to know that if you are working with a USDA loan, and hello, Jay Lucas, you've been texting me through my video, Jay, but I love you anyway. Sean, hello, how are you? If you're working with a USDA loan, let me apologize to you in advance. You're dead in the water. That one, they're not processing those at all. If you got pre-approved for a USDA loan and you're out there shopping, thinking that you will be purchasing with one, pause, pump the brakes, stop. Those loans are not being processed, period. Now, one more time, this is a very fluid matter. Call your lender, check with them regularly, but as of the moment of the posting of this video, USDA loans not being recognized, honored, or used, so you're dead in the water again. Other things to note, up until a certain point, the National Flood Insurance Program was not issuing new policies. They did change that on December 28th, so you can get your flood insurance policy even through this closure. But again, check. If you're in one of these newly designated flood zones, or if your thing changed, you might need one. They may stop issuing. I don't know. This is fluid. This stuff is coming and it's going. But you need to find out. And hello, Sean. Hello, Craig. Hello, Pam. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Other things to note, and this one's very interesting. I have to read some of this stuff direct because, one more time, I'm not a lender. And somebody out there is going to tell me, you're not a lender? Let me help you. I ain't a lender. I just want to get information out there to you. I had one colleague tell me something very interesting. He said they're letting the FHA loans go through, or conventional loans go through, but even after funding and closing, they're not sending the files up to Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. I don't know quite what that means for you guys as the buyers and sellers. Does that mean my file technically is not 100% closed? Does that mean it's not finished? Does that mean I need to go rent from Airbnb because while I have the house, all this may have been for nothing? I do not know. It's kind of the pickle that we are in. But for those of you out there, you have to seek more guidance from your lender or my colleagues. I see my girl, Miss Sellers, over there watching. You have to call your clients' lenders to find out, what are we doing? Did they actually buy a house? Can they go on and move in? Are we on pause for a minute? Is the best thing to do to be ready to start over? I don't know, guys. This is one of the worst parts of what happens with the shutdown from someone who says, I could do this all day. Well, God damn it, the rest of us can't do this all day. And so for those of you out there who are working with clients or who are the client, do your part and get your information. I don't know what to tell you except for what's coming in some of these emails, and they change. I'm not even lying to you. Daily. So, Pam, you're very welcome. Catherine, I see you. My friend Tia, hello, how are you? Let me see if there's anything else that I need to share, because there was a lot of information coming in, and a lot of my colleagues were very, very willing to help. I'm looking at my computer right now. Fannie Mae has released a lender letter LL2019-02 in conjunction with the Freddie Mac Bulletin to impose a minimum reserves requirement to serve as a compensating factor to offset the fact that some people ain't making no damn money. I'm not even going to read the rest of that. Y'all know what this is about. So at the end of the day, liquid financial reserves requirement. Boy, that's a long way to say what you need to have in the damn bank. You're not getting a paycheck. This is saying that effective for application dates On or after January 16th, that was just last Wednesday, the borrower must have the greater of 2 months of documented reserves, which is why your realtors are always telling you, have some money in the bank before you start buying things. And the other thing is the amount of reserves required by the underwriting systems called the DU/LPA. You must have a certain amount of money required by those underwriting systems. Guys, we have to stay in touch with lenders more closely than ever before. This is no longer about that little, oh, I've got my pre-approval. You all need to be asking a boatload of questions, an ass load of questions before you get out there. You're going to put your homes on sale. Some of you are going to not renew your leases because you think you're successfully about to buy a house, and because of all of this, you might not be. So again, I'm not a lender. I'm not telling you not to buy. I'm not telling you not to sell. The point is not to induce any kind of panic. The point is induce information seeking. That is your job. For many of you, this is the biggest purchase you will ever make in all of your lifetime. And I do mean that. It sounds kind of simple when you say it that way, but when was the last $300,000 thing that you bought? When was the last $150,000 thing that you bought? You didn't. So this is a big damn deal. Do your due diligence. Find out about cash reserves. Find out about verbal verifications of employment. Find out about closing conventional files. When will stuff be sent to Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae? And if it's not, how does it affect me? Find out about your insurance policies. Hello, Skip Bankhead. How you doing? Delia Peters, I think. Hello, thank you so much for joining. Now, if anybody has questions, you can either ask them now or just inbox me. What I will do is forward you to anybody I know that can help you out. To all my lender friends who are or are not watching, you all know how I feel about tagging yourself on my posts. Tag away today, okay? People need to find you. They need your help. The problems that are going on with the shutdown have not hit Houston as hard as they've hit other parts of the country. But the axe, one more time, it's swinging. And it's going to swing this way, and people are going to get caught. Again, leases are going to be terminated. People are not going to renew. And they're going to end up with no place to go because you said you weren't going to stay here because you thought you were moving in over there. Who the hell wants to be caught up in that? My realtor colleagues, you think commission's coming, and it might not. You need to know this because your income in your household depends on this too. For all of you out there who are not getting paid, who have to go to work, who are being furloughed, all of that stuff, don't spend your cash if you don't have to. This has got to be hard, but go to the food bank, borrow food. Friends, give your friends gas cards, help them out with gasoline, help them maintain the money needed in the bank so they can close on these houses. Make sure that the lender you go with understands that you're one of those workers, and be sure that when you do close, that the first date of payment for the loan is a date you can handle. Just because you close today does not mean first mortgage payment is due tomorrow. Some mortgage payments are due 30 days from closing. Some of them give you more time after closing. But did you ask? If you don't ask, you won't know. So again, y'all, this has got to be a community thing. We're not just buying houses one family at a time. Everyone's got to be involved in helping everyone. My realtor colleagues need to make money. My title colleagues need to make money. My lender colleagues need to make money. And these families need their houses either purchased or sold. But we can't do that if everyone's spending up cash, going broke, and people aren't informed. Claudia Seller, thank you so much for that, my friend. That's it, guys. Again, I'm telling you everything that I know. But it's fluid and it's changing. I've got an update right here in my face. The following applies to all impacted loans, regardless of application date. It says the requirement that the pay stub be dated no earlier than 30 days prior to the initial loan application date is being waived. Obtain the most current pay stub that affects year-to-date earnings and the final 2018 year-to-date pay stub to calculate income if necessary. Heather Woods is wonderful. Call her. She is one of the people who is assisting me to help you guys. She just tagged herself. And I'm telling y'all, reach out to folks like Heather who is staying abreast of all of this. This is going to get bad before it gets better if it doesn't come to a stop, and soon. So Heather, thank you, since you put yourself out there. Thank you for all your help with this information. And I've got other colleagues who also help me. Please identify yourself if you would like to. And if you all have questions, these are great people to call. So with all of that, be blessed. Good luck. I hope everyone either sells or purchases and it's smooth, that you get your dream home or that you get the amount you need for selling. But just be cautious in this proceeding because right now it's fluid. The rules are changing every day. If you need me, since I used to give out my phone number, some of you men don't know how to control yourself. Just DM my sister. I will call you back if I can tell you are about business. If it is about personal, you're getting blocked. So, the Real Mish is back. I'm done being a PSA. This is Real Mish right here. If you calling to flirt, you're going to get hurt, okay? Y'all have a lovely day. I got to get back to business. I got shit to do. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.